Think about your morning routine at work. You sit down with your coffee, you open your laptop, you log into Jira or Salesforce or an Excel spreadsheet. You click a drop-down menu, you copy data from an email, you paste it into a portal, you hit submit. For the last 40 years, that exact sequence of clicks has been the backbone of the global middle-class economy. We call it knowledge work. But in reality, for millions of people, it's just screen work. You are a biological router, moving information from one pixelated box to another. Today, that era officially entered its sunset phase. A startup called AI2 just released something that fundamentally changes the rules of engagement. It's called MolmoWeb 4B. And while everyone else on the internet is distracted by ChatGPT talking back to them with a fancy new voice, this new open-source agent just learned how to read a computer screen and click buttons exactly like you do. Without reading code, without API integrations, just pure vision. If your daily paycheck relies on navigating a web browser, the countdown clock just accelerated. We are not watching AI improve. We are watching AI replace. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how MolmoWeb bypasses human security. Why NVIDIA's new announcement just made this technology 4 times faster to deploy. How Google just made it small enough to run on your exact laptop. And most importantly, why OpenAI is suddenly paying bounty hunters to find vulnerabilities in these exact systems. This is the perfect storm. Let's break down what it means for your paycheck tomorrow morning. Here is the context that mainstream media is entirely missing. To understand why MolmoWeb is terrifying, you have to understand why AI agents have failed up until yesterday. Historically, when developers tried to make an AI operate a website, they fed it HTML. They fed it the raw code behind the website. It's called the Document Object Model, or DOM. But the modern internet is a chaotic mess. Websites use dynamic rendering, hidden elements, CAPTCHAs, and shadow DOMs. Every time a company updated its website layout, the AI broke. It got confused. It tried to click a button that didn't exist in the code anymore. It was fragile, expensive, and frankly, stupid. AI2 saw this and realized humans don't read HTML to buy a plane ticket or file a report. Humans look at the screen. You scan for the shape of a button, you look for the color of the submit box, and you click. So they built MolmoWeb 4B differently. It is an open multimodal web agent. It doesn't parse the code. It literally looks at a screenshot of the website, interprets the pixels, and predicts the exact 2D coordinates of where the mouse needs to go. We are talking about 4-bit quantization running locally, looking at visual data, and reasoning across the UI. If a website updates its layout, MolmoWeb doesn't break. It just looks at the new layout and finds the new button, just like you would. Why does this matter? Because every single proprietary legacy software your company uses that the IT department swore was too complex to automate is now totally vulnerable. Those terrible internal portals from 2005, MolmoWeb can use them. That clunky HR software, MolmoWeb can navigate it. If a junior analyst can learn to use it by looking at the screen, a multimodal vision agent can now do the exact same thing. If you are starting to realize how exposed your job description is, hit the like button right now. Because the technology isn't just getting smarter, it's getting exponentially cheaper. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, Brandon, it's just a 4 billion parameter model. Sure, it can click buttons, but running thousands of these agents simultaneously would be way too computationally heavy. It would cost corporations millions in server fees. My job is safe for another 5 years, simply because I am cheaper to employ than a server rack. And you would be completely right, if we were only talking about MolmoWeb. But this isn't an isolated event. This is a coordinated technological trend. Because on the exact same day, 2 of the biggest tech giants on Earth quietly dropped the infrastructure needed to make you obsolete. Let's look at NVIDIA. They just published a bombshell framework called PivotRL. Historically, Post-training large language models for long-horizon agentic tasks, which is a fancy way of saying teaching an AI to browse the web for hours without making a mistake, has been incredibly difficult and expensive. When you train an AI via reinforcement learning, it has to do rollouts. It tries something, fails, learns, tries again, millions of times. NVIDIA's PivotRL achieves high agentic accuracy with 4 times fewer rollout turns. Let me translate that from engineering to economics. NVIDIA just made these autonomous agents 400% cheaper and faster to train. A startup that needed $4 million of compute yesterday now only needs $1 million today. The financial barrier protecting your job just collapsed by 75% overnight. And if that wasn't enough to secure the coffin, Google researchers stepped in. In a new paper, Google introduced TurboQuant. The biggest bottleneck for running AI agents is memory, specifically something called the key value cache. The longer an AI agent works on a task, the larger its memory gets, until it eventually crashes the server. TurboQuant is a new compression algorithm that reduces LLM key value cache memory by 6 times and delivers an 8 times speedup with 0 accuracy loss. Think about what this means. You no longer need a massive data center to run a highly intelligent agent. You can run it on a standard laptop. The corporate laptop sitting on your desk right now has enough compute power to run the AI that will replace the person sitting in the cubicle next to you. This is why you must subscribe to this channel. We don't just read the headlines, we connect the dots. MolmoWeb provides the eyes, NVIDIA provides the training speed, Google provides the memory efficiency. A perfect storm is gathering for white-collar screen labor, and ignoring it will not save you. But here is the turning point. The uncomfortable truth that nobody wants to admit at the water cooler. If all of this is true, if agents are now seeing screens, training faster, and running cheaper, who is actually in control of them? To find the answer, you just have to look at what the creator of ChatGPT is doing behind closed doors. This week, OpenAI quietly launched the OpenAI Safety Bug Bounty Program. But if you read the fine print, they aren't looking for hackers to find website flaws. They are paying massive bounties to identify agentic vulnerabilities. They are specifically paying people to find ways to trigger prompt injection and data exfiltration in autonomous systems. Ask yourself, why is a multi-billion-dollar company suddenly crowdsourcing security for AI agents? Because they are terrified. They know that once MolmoWeb and equivalent agents are deployed into corporate networks with the ability to click buttons, send emails, and read screens, the security perimeter is gone. If an agent can read an Excel sheet, it can also decide to email that Excel sheet to a competitor if a hacker tricks it. We spent the last 2 years worried that AI would write better essays or paint better pictures. We were looking the wrong way. The real disruption isn't creative, it's operational. MolmoWeb 4B proves that the digital assembly line is finally complete. The barrier to entry for full corporate automation is no longer software engineering. It's just compute power. And within the next 18 months, small businesses won't hire entire back-office teams. They will spin up a local AI instance, point a camera at the screen and say, "Do what the human did yesterday." The click economy is officially dead. So, what does this mean for you? If your value to your employer is measured by how fast you can extract data from one window and paste it into another, you are standing on the tracks, and you can hear the train coming. The question isn't if, it's when. But panic is not an investment strategy, and it's certainly not a career strategy. Here are your 3 practical, immediate steps to execute by tomorrow morning. Number 1, audit your own workflow ruthlessly. I want you to take a piece of paper tomorrow and write down exactly how many hours a week you spend acting like a human router, moving information from point A to point B, reviewing standard forms, clicking approvals. That percentage is the exact percentage of your job that is about to evaporate. If that number is above 50%, you need to transition your role immediately. Number 2, be the one to implement the executioner. Do not wait for your manager or an external consultancy to find MolmoWeb or its successors. Become the person who brings it into the company. Download the open source weights. Understand how vision agents work. Start automating your own boring tasks before anyone asks you to. The people who survive the next 5 years won't be the fastest clickers. They will be the AI operators. You either manage the agent or the agent replaces you. Number 3. Pivot entirely to high-context judgment. MolmoWeb can see the Approve button. It can click the Approve button, but it strongly struggles to know why the Approve button should be clicked in complex, ambiguous, multivariable business scenarios where human politics and nuance are involved. The AI doesn't know that your biggest client prefers a softer email tone when a deadline is missed. Your human premium is now attached exclusively to strategic context, deep relationships, and navigating human friction. Everything else is just pixels on a screen. I want you to be brutally honest with yourself. Let me know in the comments down below. What specific software does your company use that you think will be the very first to be fully operated by one of these vision agents? Is it Salesforce? Is it SAP? Let's map out the casualties together. To summarize, the combination of vision-guided web agents like MolmoWeb, hyper-efficient RL training from NVIDIA, and extreme memory compression from Google TurboQuant is the death knell for repetitive screen jobs. The technology is open source. The hardware barrier is broken. It's out there right now, and OpenAI's panic bounty proves it's moving faster than we can secure it. But this is just one vector of the storm. Tomorrow, we are going to dive into how Tencent AI just open-sourced Kovo Audio, a 7 billion parameter language model that doesn't just read screens. It talks in real time. If you thought your browser was safe, wait until you realize your headset isn't. You won't want to miss that. If you want this intelligence, these scripts, and the real impact analysis delivered straight to your inbox before the rest of the market wakes up, make sure to sign up for the Brandon AI newsletter. The link is in the pinned comment. I'm Brandon Swag, explaining what changed and what it means for you. See you tomorrow.